Hi folks, and welcome back to another River Foss fishing episode. Today I've come just north of York to the stretch of the Foss at Strensall, which is part of the YDAA club membership. I fished this stretch a lot over the autumn and winter, but never in a video, so I think this is the first time you'll see me up here. It's a really nice stretch of water that can be very shallow and clear, which makes it extremely tricky presentation wise. I'm going to get the kit out the back and head out to the bank. Well, even just on the walk up, there's a few spots there where you can see the chub in there that crack in, sort of pound and a half, maybe even some up to 2 pounds. Some really nice roach. So on the way back down, we'll definitely fish those spots. I think ledgering is probably going to be the way to go. It's very shallow, so presentation on the float, I'm not sure if that'll be any good or not. We'll give it a go. We'll see. Try everything, right? Let's catch some fish. Come on. Yeah, fish. What's this? It's a chub. Nice one. There he is. Not a bad little chub there. Well, the river's so tight, I think I'm only going to get 1 or 2 fish from each area. You know, as soon as you catch one, it just spooks the rest and they're gone. So we're just going to fish and keep moving along. Maybe there's a deep pool up yonder, so maybe I'll drop in there, get the feeder rod out and sit there for a bit and see if we can get some better fish on. Yes. Oops. Well, I'm quite happy with this one. I just saw him and then I stalked him out and we managed to catch him. At first I thought he was feeding on the shot on my float, but then when I pulled up he had actually taken the maggot but had just swam to the top weirdly. So let's get this guy back. Cage, chub on. There we have it, 1 chub. There you go, 1 really nice chub there. Let's slip him back. Nothing good, I'm afraid. Well, maggots, you'd probably like them, but... Probably not the one I was after. Well, we're just down at this new spot and there's a few nice chubs swimming around. I'm just going to get some maggots on and then we'll swing the rig in and see what we can get. Well, unfortunately the water's just a little bit too shallow here, and they keep spooking off. I think they're seeing the float. It's literally, what, 8 inches or so deep, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to move up, see if we can find some deeper water. Yeah, fish on. Well, I dropped into this swim that I had to create. It's a bit like a jungle in here, because I know under this big willow tree is a really deep pool. So I thought that's got to be worth a crack for a better fish. Ledgering some cheese on the bottom. We've had one nice chub out. I've just put it back to see if we get another one, but it's so tight, this river, that it just disturbs the water as soon as you catch a fish, and all the other fish seem to disappear. So I'll give it 5 or 10 minutes more, and then we'll move down the bank, see if we can get some other fish from some other spots. Yes, fish on. He went and lodged himself right in the weed, so it took me a bit of work to get him out. There we go, one lovely little chub there. Get this guy straight back. Well, that's brought my walkthrough session to an end. You know, I walked this stretch and then back down again, fishing the whole way. I fish float up and then feeder back down and a little bit of float towards the end. I think the float was definitely the method to go with. The feeder seemed to spook them too much. Although I did catch one, probably the biggest chub of the day on the feeder, so who knows. I think the float was the most enjoyable anyway. You could almost see them coming up to take the bait and then wait till the float bobbed and a nice fish on almost every time. All the chub were about the same size, probably about a pound, maybe just under 10 ounces, something like that. But very enjoyable afternoon, we'll definitely be back again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up button. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.